Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are in St. Louis Park on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, bringing you big time girls high school volleyball, because coming in to Benilde tonight is Delano. They have a 16-1 record. They're out of the right East County, and Benilde 14-5, leading in the Metro West Conference, a non-conference matchup. Benilde has won their last 9 games in a row. They haven't lost since September 18th. Delano has only lost once. I get the feeling that this has a high velocity game. Glad you're with us. We're streaming live on YouTube and we're underway. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. And to lead it off, serving for the Red Knights is number 10. That is Sailor Friedley, just a freshman, getting the nod to start it off in this big, important non-conference match between two very successful teams this year, and that goes out of bounds. And so Friedley and Benilde off to a great start, 1-0 lead, best of 5. They go to 25 each game except for game 5 if it goes that far. Now Friedley taking the left spot behind the baseline of the volleyball court, gets it to the back row to Delano. The set and the spike blocked at the net. The set back to the near side, number 25, Erica Lee, the senior captain, delivers the spike. Handled well by Delano. Now Benilde saves it deep. That was Friedley. Here comes Delano with a great opportunity, and they score that one and get the serve, and they tie it up at 1. And I feel we are in for great volleyball action, just like that point. Just tipped at the net there and unable to react in time in the back row was Friedley, but we're off to a 1-1 game, and here comes Delano with their 16-1 record, back to serve. Grace Danielson, the senior, and that was a very effective serve. It was sort of flat as it came over the net. Benilde had a little difficult time handling that, and now back to serve, pounding that ball. Grace Danielson sees a senior. Back row, played by 25, Lee. Now a chance for Benilde. Lee with the kill attempt. Blocked at the net, saved on the back row. Now the kill shot. I believe it went into the net, but the block was there, and the point goes to Benilde right there. Yeah, it was into the net, but the block was there, and Benilde gets the serve. We're tied at 2, back to serve behind the baseline. Number 32, Maggie Wozniak, the senior. Here's the set by Delano, and they deliver a big-time kill shot. It was so fast, I'm not quite sure who hit it, but let's see. That's what's the beauty of replay right there. I think that was number 4 for Delano as she painted the line there. 3-2 Delano, now back to serve for the Tigers. Number 9, Lucy Fobb, the senior. And Erica Lee had to go low for that, unable to handle it. Gives the Tigers a 2-point lead. Early on here, game 1, best of 5. Again, we're streaming live on YouTube. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Lee now with the bump. And the return set and the spike. And she finds inside the line and answers right back. Look at the trajectory on that spike. It was straight down to the ground. Now back to serve for the Red Knights. Number 2. Sydney Friedley, left-hander, delivers a nice flat serve. Those are tough to handle. Now from the back row, and a chance for the Red Knights here with the return to Lee. Lee delivers another kill shot, and she is dominating from that left front corner. Ties it up at 4. My goodness, watch this. Great camera action, and we have Andrew and Cameron on cameras. Leah and Paul in the booth. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us in the truck. They're the ones that bring the great shots, and look at that nip shot shaved, and they save it. Go to the back row. Well done by Benilde. Now a chance for Delano. The kill shot out of bounds. I don't think anybody touched it, and they're going to give the point to the Red Knights. 5-4 lead. She overestimated, and a nice job by the Red Knight there. Friedley laying off that, resisting the chance to touch it. Now the serve to the back row, and Delano in defensive mode and unable to handle that. So the Red Knights now with their biggest lead of the night early on here, of course, in game one, but nevertheless a 2-point lead. Back to serve once again. That is number 2, Sydney Friedli. Lefty brings it, another flat serve. Those are hard to handle sometimes. There's tip shot, saved by the Red Knights. Now back to Lee. Didn't get quite the momentum she needed to make that shot. Now here comes the Tigers, and they were in perfect position. That was a beautiful set. And number 9 for the Tigers, Lucy Fobb, the senior, delivers with that beautiful set. It was blocked partially at the net, but unable to make it go back over. Gives the Tigers a great serve by the Tigers on that one. Now, misdirection by the Red Knights. Tigers to the near side, and that kill shot goes long. Point goes to Delano. There was an infraction on that play, which gives the point to Delano, even though it seemingly seemed like the Red Knights should have won it. Back to serve number 4, again, Taylor Chewell. Lee blocked up front, my goodness, number 15 for the Tigers. Kate Halverson had nothing, was not gonna let that go. She timed her jump perfectly, and Erica Lee's kill shot went right into her, and that's gonna put that in her head. She's gonna have to figure that one out. She's got some formidable opponents at that front line. Now the Tigers up by 1. That set was off the mark. Point to the Red Knights. And as I've said many times before on volleyball broadcasts, the set is more important than the kill shot. It needs to be right there, as I call it, in the wheelhouse. Much like a baseball player, softball player, if that pitch is right where you want it, it needs to be in the wheelhouse. And that was in the wheelhouse right there for number 15, Kate Halverson. That's exactly what I was talking about. That set was put perfectly. Watch it, just above the net. Nothing Benilde could do. Look at that set. It just hung there, 8 inches above the net. Tough to defend. 8-7 Tigers. Back to serve, number 12, Lexi Champeau. Now to the near side, number 10, Sailor Friedli. Tip shot, and boy, what great instincts by Delano as they felt that soft spot had opened up in between the first and the front line. And that is pure instinctual right there. She saw that little soft spot, and it wasn't a big one, but it was good enough. And now Delano up 9-7, big serve. And it was difficult to handle with the bump. And who was that? That was number 12 for the Tigers, Lexi Champeau, the sophomore, with the jump serve from the right side of the baseline, and this time she tried to shave the net a little too much, and that will turn the serve over to Benilde, gives them a point. Benilde down 8-10. Red Knights come in on a 9-game winning streak. They're 14-5. Tied for the lead in the Metro West, but Delano 16-1, dominating their division. And they get another point. 11-8, game 1. Back to serve now for the Delano Tigers. That is number 10, Sydney Pink. Sophomore outside hitter. Gets it to the back row. Lee set. Near side, far side, I should say. Little off that. Now Delano finds Pater. Number 15 again, Kate Halverson. Delivers the goods, and again, another nice set right there. Kate Halverson gives Delano a 4-point lead, their largest in game 1. Now the Red Knights back to serve. Number 20, Ellery Clark, the senior captain. Gets it in, near side. That set was off, but my goodness. That set couldn't have been more off, and that makes me want to comment on the athleticism of number 15. She adjusted in midair and was able to find the soft spot once again. That is pure talent by number 15 for the Tigers, Kate Halverson. And another great net play at the net by number 4 this time, Taylor Toole. And a timeout by the Red Knights, and I think it's a well-timed timeout as the momentum has clearly shifted to the Delano Tigers. And Coach Beckaroo smart in taking the timeout, as the Red Knights will talk it over. And we have a spirited crowd here, and the atmosphere when I arrived here was electric. You do have 2 really accomplished teams. Delano coming in at 16-1, the Red Knights 14-5. They got off to a little bit of a rocky start. They lost 3 of their first 6, lost another one, and now they've won 10 of their last 11. So they've got to be feeling it. Delano, of course, as I mentioned, 16-1. So if I was a Red Knight fan or a Red Knight player, this is a great test for the Red Knights. Delano, a strong athletic community out west, now following the timeout. And again, I thought that was a really well-timed timeout, just to regroup, stop the momentum if nothing else. Now back to serve for Delano. That is Kalen Whitwer, sophomore. Gets it in, Lee gives it back, and a chance for Delano with a good set, and the spike almost automatic. 14-9. Textbook volleyball right here. Look at that set. Not too high, not too low, just like Goldilocks, just right. Lee, she is handling a lot of those serves from the back row. As tall as she is, that's amazing. Blocked at the net, a chance for the Red Knights with a good set right here. Bump, kill shot, blocked at the net, saved on the back row. Now a chance for the Red Knights. Right here with a good set. Back, Friedley, blocked at the net, saved by Delano. Now they come back with a spike from the middle row, saved by number 20. That was Ellery Clark, and the shot, the block attempt by Delano, unsuccessful. Point goes to Benilde. Our score, 14-10, game 1. Here's that replay of the block. So the Red Knights working hard for every point, only down 4 in the serve for number 10, Sailor Friedley, just a freshman out of bounds, and she gets another point. And the Red Knights are now within 3. They played a 25, so this is sort of the witching hour, I feel, in most volleyball games. There is no clock, but the 25-point is sort of like a clock, and Delano answers back with a nice tip at the net. Gives them the point, and they go back up by 4. They're now 10 from the victory, and that's kind of how you got to look at it, I feel, strategy-wise. The Red Knights are down 4, but more importantly, Delano's only 10 away from the victory. Red Knights need to close that gap. Nice play there, and that was a beautiful bump play. She put it in a position where Delano didn't know whether it was going to go out of bounds or not. It discombobulated them, resulted in a point. Brilliant play by the Red Knights from that bump from the middle back row. Now, service game. Number 32 for the Red Knights, Wozniak. And they get it returned with a beautiful kill shot once again by the Tigers. And look at the set again. Here's what I'm noticing about their sets. They're always, it seems to me, I'm not measuring, of course, they're always in the right place, always about 12 to 15 inches above the net, not too high, always in the same place. And I wonder if that's a secret to their success, is those sets, always in the right place. And look at the block by Delano's number 4, Taylor Toole, the senior, rejects that kill shot. Right back at him, and there's a timeout again by the Red Knights as they are now down 5. 1 minute will be the timeout, and look at that fan. Completely interested in what's going on. Who wouldn't want to be sitting in a bassinet, playing with a toy thing, hanging out in this great atmosphere? A future volleyball player, to be sure. As the Red Knights now, there they are, talking it over. And they need to get some points. And oh, good grief. How cool is that to see? I don't even need to say anything. How beautiful is that shot? Mother-daughter. Red Knights talking it over. All right, let's see if they got it figured out here in game one as they break their huddle. Some conversation between the chair. She calls over number 20 for the Red Knights to talk to her, Ellery Clark, one of the captains. And they're usually the conduit between the coach, and now that she comes over to talk to the coach. So they're mainly their main, other than their leadership abilities and with the team, they're also there to talk to the referees for the coach as well. There's a set. They decide to play it safe, go to the back row, and Delano had a hard time handling it. And what did they call here? Yep, they hit the net. So point to the Red Knights. So the timeout was favorable for the Red Knights. They're down 4, 17-13. Served by number 2, Sydney Friedley, freshman. I just noticed her sister, Sailor Friedley, is also a 9th grader, so obviously they're twins. They lose that point, however. Now Delano is 7 points from the victory in game one. Good serve. Very few unforced serve errors by either team. And there is the kill shot, saved at the back row. Lee goes deep, can't quite get the top spin heat on it as it sails long. And now Delano has widened their lead to 6, 19-13, their largest of the night in game one. Back to serve number 4, Taylor Chewell gets it to the back row. No unforced errors on the serve, and the spike attempt, well done by number 8 for the Red Knights, Avery Miner, just an 8th grader out there playing varsity volleyball. What a privilege that is. But she ran into a great defensive wall at the net. Although the Red Knights got that point, so there must have been a violation on, it landed out. I didn't even see that, so my fault on that one. Now to the near side, number 10, Sailor Friedley. Nice bump set, blocked at the net partially. The set now back to Friedley. She tries to tip it over, saved by number 11. That was Danielson for Delano, and she found that soft spot again. As number 8, Avery Miner made a valiant dive to try to save it, but they have found it. That's the second time that I remember that they've been able to find that spot in the middle. So if I'm the Red Knights coach, I would try to correct that. That's 2 points right there. Now back to serve for Tigers, number 12. That was Lexi Champeau. And the Red Knights get a point there at the net. So it sort of like climbed over the net, almost like on its own, and kind of went to the near side. Right here, just was tipping it. And it was kind of a net cord, right? That's exactly what that was. Nice serve by the Red Knights. Number 25, Erica Lee. No, that was number 22 with that serve for the Red Knights. Izzy Safford, the senior captain. They need a good service run of points here right now as we approach the end of game one at 20-16. Red Knights go long on that. Number 6 with the spike attempt. Unable to connect. Well, that was number 8, excuse me, Avery Miner. She went long, and that gives Delano their 21st point. Now they're 4 from the victory in game one. Lee with the bump, the set to the near side. Sailor Friedley gets blocked at the net. Great wall by the Tigers, number 7, Cassie Wegman. And they have been very successful at the net blocking the Red Knights. So the Red Knights need to find a strategy to get around that because they are very good at that. And that was a set that was a little too far to handle, and now it's 23-16 Delano. They're 2 points from the victory in game one. Back to serve, number 10 for the Tigers. That's Sydney Pink, the sophomore. Gets it in. I don't think they've had one unforced error on service games, and neither is the Red Knights. Look at that spike by number 15, Kate Alverson. Towering there in the front row, and now we've arrived at game point in game one, and back to serve again for the Tigers. Sydney Pink to close it out here on the road. Set was a little off the mark. Chance for Delano. Look at that set. Kill shot, diving attempt unsuccessful. That's the 25th point, and that gives Delano the victory in game one. And that is their cheering section on the road. So after one game, Delano leads 1-0. Stay tuned. Hang around for the rest of the games. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are bringing you non-conference girls high school volleyball, and you are in for a treat. We have 2 excellent teams playing tonight. Delano 16-1 out of the Wright County East. And when I saw Wright County East, I had to, I don't know if laugh is the right word, but you know, Wright County, you know, there's an East and a West. That just tells you how much our metro area has grown, that we have Wright County East and West. But Delano clearly is West. Just on the outskirts. I think they're technically in Hennepin County, but maybe not. They're right on the border, but they have a great volleyball team here on the road, 16-1, taking on the Red Knights, who won their last 9 in a row. And game 2 is a chance for redemption for these Red Knights, as they stay on the same side. You know, before the pandemic, they used to switch sides. The pandemic is pretty much over, I feel, although I know the virus is, we're gonna be living with it for the rest of our lives, different variants. But they never went back to switching sides. I don't know if it matters. It's not like we're playing outdoors where the wind and the sun, it makes a difference. So I don't think it makes a huge difference. But just something that I noticed. Interesting that if that was a thoughtful decision by the Minnesota High School League or not, to go back, or they just forgot about it and now just keep both teams on both sides. But nevertheless, now Delano with a 1-0 lead and a 16-1 record to start it off here in game 2. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. And a nice start for the Red Knights. Number 2 at the net, Sydney Friedley gets the kill shot to go down. And look at her extension with that left arm. Great trajectory on that shot, gets the point and the serve. So great start for the Red Knights. Back to serve, number 10, Sailor Fridley gets it in. And the kill shot, my goodness. I'm gonna keep talking about the set. Hope it doesn't annoy our listeners, but it really is key. Look at that set, it's just right there, above the net, not too high. It doesn't give the defense a chance to adjust if it was 2 feet, even though they're ready to hit it on the right mark. It also gives the defense, that's why those sets are so effective in my opinion. They're just high enough where you just bring it right away. You don't give the defense a chance to adjust. And there's another kill shot by Delano's number 11 this time. Grace Danielson. Look at the extension there. My goodness. Great athleticism in volleyball. Such a great sport to watch. Glad you're with us. Now back to serve, number 11, Grace Danielson. No unforced errors on service games. And there's the kill shot by number 25. She answers right back. Erica Lee, the senior captain, gives the Red Knights, I believe it should be their second point. It is. They're down 1. And look at the set. I'm always going to talk about it. That set made that point. Kill shot is in. Great vision on the front row. Number 4 takes a, I don't know if you call that a chest bump, but it was a bump of congratulatoriness. And I think she saw that open corner out of the corner of her eye and made that happen. This Delano team is for real. Tip shot to the back row, the set, back over the head, the kill shot, and you know who else is for real? The Red Knights, and that is Erica Lee, and she is absolutely for real, along with number 18 to block that. That was Joycelyn Hawkinson, the sophomore. That was for real, and the Red Knights now down 2, although they gave that, did they give that point to Delano? I wish I understood why that happens. Delano now up 5-2, back to serve, number 9, Lucy Fobb, the senior. Chooses that left part of the baseline. Misdirection play this time by the Red Knights. They're getting blocked at the net, I don't blame her. And Delano, and I think we're gonna get a timeout here by the Red Knights, and another smart one by the bench. (6-2) Delano, and they have a traveling contingent of fans. And that is impressive. It's really nice to see how the students travel to support their high school teams. As we get a chance to look at their upcoming schedules, there's Benilde, then they get West Tonka, a lot closer to home. Jordan, a little south, Scott County, Big Lake, Delano, yeah, no, I see that. Delano goes, they play in Benilde, they go to West Tonka, Mount West Tonka. Then they're on the road, Jordan to the south, Big Lake, and then Annandale to close it out. But look for Delano to be going for a state tournament title. I'm not that big of an expert on volleyball. I don't know some of the other good teams, but this team is doing well. The Red Knights are also doing well. But they need to figure it out here just a little bit. They're down 6-2 here. Now back to serve for Delano, number 9, Lucy Fobb. There's the set. Kill shot blocked partially at the net. Chance for Delano with a good set, and the kill shot. Good. Number 10 for Delano delivers the goods. Sydney Pink. That was a high set this time, but it was from a distance away, and the timing could not have been more perfect by Pink. Now Lee with her chance. Blocked at the net. That takes a little power off it. I'm just starting to realize how important it is to get a partial block. It really allows Lee. My goodness, number 2 for Delano's Kaylin Whitwer handled that Lee spike. And now she dives with her left hand and wins the point. Number 2, Kaylin Whitwer, the sophomore, single-handedly, look at that save right there. And that wasn't all. Are we gonna stay with it? Watch, then here, watch this. The punch shot, the left-handed win shot. Meanwhile, play continues. That was worth seeing, that replay. 9-2 Delano. Back to serve, number 9, Lucy Fobb. Lee with the bump. Now the return, the set off the mark. She had to play defense. Now Whitwer from the back row. Delano has to play defense. That gives an opportunity for the Red Knights. Spike attempt. The set was a little off the mark, but they get the point anyway. Nice job by number 2 for the Red Knights, Sydney Friedley. They are a much younger team overall, I would say. the Red Knights having a great season at 14-5, but they are running into a very good opponent here in Delano, trying to hang with them in the serve. That's one of the few unforced errors I've seen all night by either team, but it gives Delano their 10th point and a 7-point lead. Now back to serve for the Tigers is number 4, Taylor Toole. Off the net, going to her knees, Friedli, and the kill shot. Tried to do something with that set. Tough to make that one go there. Delano now up by 8, 11-3. Again, back to serve. Taylor Toole, the senior. Down to her knees was Sailor Friedli. And at the net, scoring the point was number 18 for the Red Knights. Beautifully played by Jocelyn Hawkinson. Lee will step out, checking in to serve for the Red Knights. That's Darby Waters, the sophomore. Her team down 7. Nice serve, tight across the net. And that serve was the catalyst for that point. I like the trajectory, how flat it was over the net. That makes it a lot more difficult. That bump wasn't very good for Delano, and that made it an easy point. More of that, please, if you're a Red Knight fan. Another great serve. Whitwer, she's really good on that back row, as we saw moments ago. Now a chance for the Red Knights with a good set, and that one looked like really good, and she get it in? She did. And that set was placed perfectly. I didn't see who did it, but that was beautiful. Now the Red Knights, right there, that bump. I think that was number 10, Friedli. And to set it well from a bump, what's the word I'm looking for? The way they hit the ball wasn't a set, it was a bump set. Very much more difficult to time that. And that was expertly done. Now back to serve once again. Darby Waters having a day at the service line here in game 2, trying to get her team back in it. Nice bump save by number 2, Sydney Friedli, and violation on Delano. I believe they were in the neutral zone. Double hit. So now the Red Knights finding some momentum here. Still early on in game 2. Back to serve once again is Waters. Another great serve, back row, near side, kill shot, saved by 22. Izzy Saffert. Oh, and misplayed, unfortunately, by number 10, Friedli. And the rally stops there, but what a great service run by Darby Waters, the sophomore, giving the Red Knights some life. Now they need to get it back. Now back to serve, if you're a Red Knights fan. I'm sure we have some Tigers fans joining us. And they've got a great team. Now at the net, Friedli wins it right back. And the Red Knights now find themselves within 4, starting to find some confidence with their success. And back to serve, number 22, as we look at that replay with the kill shot is in. Izzy Saffert, the senior captain. There are 3 of them for the Red Knights. She goes to the back row, well done. Delano struggling, and they save it just in time. Can the Red Knights take advantage? Here they got the chance, and the kill shot. Successful, number 10 for the Red Knights. She got a nice set there. Sailor Friedli, the freshman, delivers the goods, and the Red Knights are within 3. And back to serve, number 22, Izzy Saffert. Feeling the momentum, so the Red Knights have got back in this on their last 2 service games. Darby Waters and now Saffert. Another good serve in. Playing defense back over. Now a chance for the Red Knights with a good set here. Kill shot blocked at the net. Now they play defense and a chance for Delano. Set to the far side. Spike blocked at the net. Now to the near side. Gonna have to play defense. Spike attempt from the back row. Whitwer to the near side, that's played well. Great block at the net, saved by Delano. Now they try it, miss hit, and point to the Red Knights. And that might have been our longest point, and you can see the confidence building in the Red Knights after that point. They're within 2. Answering right back. if you like volleyball or any types of sports, you can't beat girls varsity volleyball at any level. The entertainment value is beyond description as the Red Knights now finally give up the serve, but they had a nice run there with Darby Waters and Izzy Safford getting them back in it here in game 2. Now Delano with the serve. Back to do that. Number 10 is Sydney Pink, and the kill shot attempt blocked at the net. Well done by Delano. Number 15, she is formidable, Kate Halverson. There's the kill shot, but well timed at the front net. Just enough touch on that block to keep that ball on the Benilde side, and they were unable to handle it. They're back down 4. Now ball in, near side, no, far side. Kill shot, diving, saved, kill shot. Number 7 for the Tigers, Cassie Wegman this time, the sophomore, first time we've called her name tonight. Delano, they have a lot of weapons from all over the place. Back up by 5, back to serve again. Number 10, Sydney Pink, near side, good looking set. Kill shot goes long. And now Delano is 9 points from the victory in game 2 with a 6-point lead. And going for her 3rd consecutive point from the service line is number 10, Sydney Pink. And that kill shot is called in. Look close from my vantage point. Not there might, I don't know, was there a little protest there by Delano? I'm not quite sure. Nevertheless, Red Knights with that point, they're down 5. Back to serve, number 20 for the Red Knights is Ellery Clark. And a net violation on Delano. Double hit again. Gives the Red Knights the point, they're down 4. Second service attempt is Ellery Clark. From the right side, the jump serve, gets it to the back row. Set. Behind, Kate Halverson goes long. That may have gone out, but good defensive play by the Red Knights. Now the kill shot goes long as 2 Delano Tigers almost trip over each other. Now they're diving. Attempt by number 1, Darby Waters. Couldn't find that well-placed shot by the Tigers, and it was well-placed. They are very good with their vision at going deep into those corners, which are oftentimes unprotected, and they're hard to protect when you're trying to inch towards the net. And that kill shot blocked at the net. Big wall there, led by number 4 for the Tigers, Taylor Toole. Now checking in, number 25 for the Red Knights, Erica Lee. Their leading kill shot player. And the Red Knights with the serve, Saylor Friedley. Her team down 5. And did she touch that? She did. It looked like it was sailing out. It's always so hard to know. Substitutions now, checking in for the Tigers. That's number 6, Kayla Heinonen, sophomore. Her team up by 5 with 7 to go in game 2 of the best of 5. They lead 1-0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, and there's a point for the Red Knights as they hang in there in game 2. Now substituting in, number 18 for the Red Knights, Jocelyn Hawkinson, and back to serve for Benilde, number 32, Maggie Wozniak. Gets it in, back row, Lee plays it at the net. Now a set attempt, kill shot, my goodness, number 6. Kayla Heinonen, who just substituted in. Look at the kill shot, and not right at the front row. She's not the tallest player out there, and boy, that was a beautifully played topspin heat kill shot. Now, Saylor, no, that's number 2, Sydney Friedley. And that was a beautiful set and allowed Friedley to exercise her talent. Look at the set right there, perfectly timed, right in the wheelhouse, and beats the 2-person block at the net. And the Red Knights still within 4. Within striking distance. Back to serve, Darby Waters. No, Sydney Friedley, excuse me. At the net, Block attempt. Oh, did it just fall in? It did. Kind of bad luck if you're a Red Knight fan there. They played that point well. And Delano got the benefit as it just sailed in. And didn't sail in, it dribbled in just inside the sideline over the net. As we look at the formidable front row led by right there, number 15, Kate Halverson, dominating there at the front line. So timeout, Red Knights. And that gives us the graphic of their future schedules. We're nearing the end, somewhat, of the fall sports schedule. Hard to believe, right? You can see they've won 3 in a row. In fact, they've won 9 in a row. Haven't lost since September 15th. So a couple weeks or so, but coming up, they're gonna get Delano, that's tonight actually, and of course, and then they get Chaska, another team from the Southwest in Carver County, then Case and Casson-Mantorville. I think they're small towns out west, down by Rochester. So they'll be coming up to the cities on the 7th. And then Waconia will be coming from the west, New Prague from the southwest out of Scott County. So the Red Knights, they have a great team here. They are running into a really good team in Delano. They're hanging in there. They're down 5. And some of the best volleyball I've seen by both teams here tonight. Nowhere else I'd rather be. It's a warm night here, early October. What is today, October 2nd? It's gotta be 90 degrees in this gymnasium, 85 outside and humid. Kill shot and blocked at the net. Kate Halverson, number 15, dominating. What are you gonna do? All right, now 4 points from the victory in game 2. Back to serve. Taylor Jewell gets it to the back row. Set attempt. Lee, kill shot, blocked at the net. Gets another chance, blocked, but only partially this time. Delano now, kill shot from just off the front row. Near side, Lee again, blocked. Chance for Delano with a good set. Off the mark, they gotta play defense. Missed time by the front row of the Red Knights, and a point goes to Delano. Wow, they almost had it on that one. Both teams hung in there. Now the Tigers, Taylor Jewell. Knuckleball serve, good set there, diving, trying to save it, and they do, nope, double hit. There it is. Great play by the Red Knights there. They're down 4. But more importantly, Delano needs just 3 to take game 2 and a 2-0 lead. Back to serve number 1, Darby Waters. She played well from the service game line earlier in this match. See if she can refine that magic tip shot, and that's the 3rd point tonight that Delano has found that soft spot in that same position. It's been a killer. Oh, they did. They gave the point to Benilde. I'm not sure why. So a break for the Red Knights as now they're down 5. Can they capitalize on the break? Good serve by Waters. Kill shot. Number 6 delivers it. Her name is Kayla Heinonen. And now the Tigers are just 2 away from the victory in game 2. Back to serve number 12, Lexi Champeau. Near side, Sailor Fridley tried to go for the far corner. Just overshot that a little bit as we see some kids here having a good time. You got the Twins jersey on, and since we're streaming live, I'll report the Twins won game 1 in their wild card series against the Blue Jays. And as I say that, Delano gives a point back, so they are 0 for 1 on game point in game 2. And the Red Knights, if they can rail off here 7 in a row, now's the time. Jump serve by 22, Izzy Safford. Tigers play defense near side. And Sailor Freely had to play defense too. Now that gives a chance. Neither sets are very good by either team those last go around. That time, also off the mark. Now the set right at the net. And the Red Knights get that point as they're creeping back. They're within 5 of the lead, but they need to play perfect as the Tigers are just 1 point away from the victory in game 2. Served by Safford. Trouble for the Tigers. They got to play defense. It goes off the, that's not an I-beam, that's a curtain that they separate the gym when they have different activities going on. Point to the Red Knights. So now they're down 4. What's the old saying? They got a chip and a chance, and they do with Safford here. The senior captain gets another good serve. Delano does not get a good kill shot attempt, and the chance for the Red Knights. The kill shot, diving save, set. This time they saved that soft spot. Now, bump set, blocked at the net, chance for the Red Knights. Good set here. Sailor Freely, off her back foot, finds the point. And the Red Knights are still hanging in there, and the first time out of the night taken by Delano, as the Red Knights have rallied back here late in game 2, and they find themselves down just 3 with a chance to get back in this thing. And you gotta know, psychologically, they have sent a message to Delano's coach, as that's her first time out. She does not want to give up this game 2. You've got to believe that Delano wants to come in here and sweep the Red Knights and take the long bus trip back to their hometown. But right now, the Red Knights are answering right back, and Darby Waters has served a tremendous game here in game 2. She railed off a bunch of points midway through to keep the Red Knights in it, and now she's doing it again along with Izzy Safford. Both of them from the service line has kept us in it, and now they are within 3. I mentioned they had to play perfectly, and they are doing that. Again, here's Izzy Safford. They're trying to ice her just like you do an NFL kicker. You call a timeout just to take the momentum. Let's see if they can overcome it. Safford gets it in, plays defense, looks good for the Red Knights. Can the Delano Tigers answer? Now the Red Knights with a good set here, and they deliver. Izzy Safford from the service line, delivering the goods, the captain. Bringing him right back as Erica Lee puts the finishing touch on that. Now Safford, her team down 2. No time for any air, and the misdirection finds the soft spot. And that gives the Delano Tigers the 25th point and game 2. So come on back for game number 3. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us tonight.
Yeah, military life can have its challenges, but sometimes veteran life brings more.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My name is Greg Gadsden, 26-year Army veteran.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
DAV helps veterans like me get all the benefits they've earned, and that can be a life changer.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Today, I'm an entrepreneur, photographer, and public speaker.
With the right support, there are no limits.
And I never tire of standing tall.
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
My victory is just being the best that I can be.
Greg Gadsden, thank you for your service. May your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
This is my husband, Alex Hesse. Alex was about 2 weeks away from coming home.
I was point man in foot patrol, and I stopped on the bomb. Lost my legs and my left hand in an explosion.
And he suffered a severe traumatic brain injury.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
There are so many mountains to climb, and we do it together.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
To watch Alex take on this mountain, that's what this is all about.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Alex has conquered this mountain. That's something he won't forget.
With the right support, there are no limits.
Look at that smile! You did it!
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
This has meant so much.
Thank you, DAV.
Alex Hussey, thank you for your service. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are bringing you live girls volleyball, high school style, featuring the Metro West Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, coming in with a 14-5 record. Delano, if you're just joining us, 16-1, dominating their season so far. They're up 2-0, two spirited, very competitive games. Red Knights now hoping to stave off the sweep and get back in this. Delano has a strong look at that. We keep showing them, and they should. These guys came all the way from the Delano neighborhood. I don't know, what is that, 30 miles away on a Tuesday night to support their girls volleyball team. Hats off to them. Shows great school spirit, camaraderie, cohesiveness. Meanwhile, the Red Knights also has a strong contingent of fans here as well. You can see across the way. Red Knights have won 9 in a row. We're very competitive in game 2, but now they want to stave off the loss here. It's a best of 3. They played at 25. And back to lead it off for the Red Knights to serve is number 10, Sailor Fridley, the freshman, pounding that ball. She means business for sure. And we're underway here in game 3. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. Erica Lee gets the point, and the Red Knights off to a good start in game 3. Substitutions now for Delano. Oh, they gave the point to Delano? All right, one of these days I'm gonna sit down with a referee and they're gonna explain all this to me so I can be a better commentator. I personally don't see the infractions, but that's because I'm not well schooled enough. And that time the point with the kill shot goes to number 6, Kayla Heinonen, and point 2 goes to Delano. Now the set, Erica Lee with the kill shot, and this time she eludes the very talented back row player, Kaylin Whitwer, for Delano. And look at that set in the perfect position for Miss Lee, and she delivers. Now back to serve, Ezzie Safford. She brought them back into contention in game 2. Can she keep the roll going from the service line in game 3? And she does. She's got to be feeling the mojo here, and she does. You want to keep the momentum going. Coach off the bench, encouraging on. She wants to keep that rhythm going, and she does. Goes deep. Oh, this time the adrenaline may have played a role there. She was super successful at the end of game 2. Got that one. And sometimes it's hard to control that adrenaline when you're playing well. Now number 9 serves, Lucy Fobb. Now Lee with a good set. Whitwer with the bump from the back row for Delano, and the set and kill shot attempt by number 10 was Pink, and the kill shot by Lee ties it up for the Red Knights at 3 apiece in game 3. Right there, and that set was a little off the mark, but she did enough with it as she got a little bit of a net cord help. And the point goes to the Red Knights, and now the serve by number 10, Sailor Friedley, scores. As she sends the back row for the Tigers, flailing for that one, and now the Red Knights with their lead. And I have not been able to say that at all tonight, and they got a 4-3 lead here in game 3. Good serve right across the net by the Red Knights number 20. That was Ellery Clark. Now the set attempt, blocked at the net, saved in the back row, and unable to save it all the way. And that, I have to say, has been maybe the significant difference is the ability of Delano to block at the net. Very effective overall throughout the night. Now the Red Knights near side. Erica Lee with the set. Spike handled well and by the back row. Kill shot. Nice diving save with the left arm by the Red Knights in the back row. Now a chance. Set off the back. The block attempt unsuccessful, and number 6 with the kill shot delivers it. That's Kayla Heinonen again for Delano. And the block was there, but they mistimed it and they were a little off the mark. Gives Delano the 1-point lead. Now the set attempt, diving attempt, and a beautifully played shot by number 32, Maggie Wozniak. I believe that was her at the front line that did the misdirection shot. It wasn't your traditional set spike. She kind of did a misdirection and sent Delano flailing, I felt. And that led to the tying point at 5. Back to serve, number 1, Darby Waters. She served very effectively in both earlier games, along with Safford. Kill shot taken well by Whitworth, the back row, and the block attempt by the Red Knights unsuccessful on that kill shot. And again, that seems to be the difference, is the ability to block at the net by Delano. And look, and that is a main reason why right there, number 15 in the ponytail, Kate Halverson, playing very well for the Tigers tonight. Nice play at the net by Sailor Friedley, just a freshman out there. She saw the opportunity by the errant shot by the Tigers. What, they called the point for Delano. My goodness. It doesn't seem fair, does it? It was out, oh, okay. It looked into me. Now back row for the Red Knights. The set near side. Whitwer and Delano plays defense. Set off the mark, block attempt successful by Delano, but another chance for the Red Knights. Sailor Friedley goes long, saved by Whitwer. It might have been going out. Friedley puts it right back in Delano's court. Kill shot, block attempt, was it in? No, it was out. What a point played there. Red Knights were right there for the block attempt, weren't they? And they got it, and it just drifted out of bounds. So 8-5 now, Delano. Wozniak with a great kill shot, and the block is unsuccessful by the Tigers, and she'll go back and serve with that momentum. Her team down just 2 here in game 3. And the intensity is palpable, has been since the minute I walked in the gymnasium tonight. Oh my goodness. All right, that was a big time play, and I'll tell you why. It looked like the set was gonna go to Kate Alverson, and it was the fake. You only see that at the collegiate and Olympic level. That's a big time play. Everybody thought Kate Halverson was gonna get that kill shot. She let it go to her teammate. And now another point for the Tigers. And that is number 10 for Delano. Back to serve, Sydney Pink. Service in, set. Freely delivers a great kill shot, but Whitwer matches her on the back line. Ball sails out of bounds. And a timeout on the court. 1 minute timeout for the Red Knights as now they find themselves down 5. And that gives us a chance to look at the conference standings. Interesting, right? They've played 19 games, the Red Knights, but only 4 conference games. And they are right at the top of their conference schedule standings. Waconia tied, obviously 3-1. They'll have an important match coming up here in a couple weeks. Followed by Jefferson, Chanhassen, Chaska, St. Louis Park. And we've brought you some of their games on ParkTV 16 Sports. They're a very good team. They're 11-6 overall, but struggling obviously in the conference. And they did lose to these same Red Knights 3-0 earlier in the season. But right now, the Red Knights looking for answers here. And I have to say, as we look at all the red and white fans across the way supporting their team, and the Red Knights have played very well. They really have. Delano has played really, really, really well, and that's the difference. Now back to serve, following the timeout, Sydney Pink. Sailor Friedley with the bump. She gets the return, the give and go like basketball, and that goes out of bounds. And now Delano has widened their lead to 6. Starting to take control here in game 3. Pink back to serve, gets it in. Now Sailor Friedley, that went off the mark as well. 7-point lead for Delano. As you get the feeling they're starting to smell victory here with a 7-point lead. Red Knights really need to dig deep now. Sailor Friedley gets that one in. Whitwer, kill shot, saved by number 1, Waters. Now number 2, Friedley, Sydney Friedley gets it in. Set attempt, dink shot, this time they're ready for it. Set attempt, Sailor Friedley, blocked at the net and in. Delano firing on all cylinders tonight. Everything seeming to go their way. And that's not an accident either. That's just great volleyball play at the net. And their ability to block kill shots, again, I would submit, is the difference tonight. 1 minute timeout. Red Knights talking it over, and you can hear the background, and they've got organized. There's probably about 20 kids from Delano right behind the team bench, bringing the enthusiasm and supporting their team as they break their timeout huddle. Red Knights still talking it over. And again, Red Knights are playing, I believe, really good volleyball, but they have run into a really, really good team here at 16-1. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. Red Knights are very good as well, but they're looking for answers against this orange and black Tiger team. Now back to serve, number 10, Sydney Pink. Feels like she's been there for the last 10 minutes. She delivers another serve in. Sailor Friedley goes deep and finds a little magic as number 10 for the Tigers. Difficulty with Sydney Pink, but she had a nice run at the service line, and that's set off the mark. Sailor had to adjust her body to get her hand on that to get that in, and what a magnificent play by the Red Knights there, just because of that. And now a great serve just over the net by number 2, Sydney Friedley. Now the near side to Sailor. Block attempt, and it went off Sailor's head, I believe, and that's gonna allow the point for Delano. Watch this, and this again is the reason why they are successful, is that front line play on defense, their block ability and keeping their blocks in control and in the court. Now back to serve, Whitwer, another major reason why Delano, I mean, they're all good players. I'm not here to make one better, but Whitwer has played exceptionally well from that back row. Now answering Sailor Friedley. And you gotta remember here also, the Red Knights are very young. 2 freshmen starting and playing majority against the senior-laden Delano team. Red Knights, their future looks very bright here. But they're down 7 here in game 3, down 2-0 in games in the best of 5. And there's a great serve by Sailor Friedley. The Friedley sisters are the future of Benilde. Love these 2 girls. They're playing very well. Back to serve, Sailor gets it in. And that serve allowed to play defense. Red Knights, though, couldn't do anything with it there, and they're going to give the point right back. 16-9. They're down 7. Substitutions for the Delano Tigers, and they are a machine, these Tigers. They're substituting all the time. Their bench is good. Red Knights now, near side. Lee goes, brings it, and that ball is in. And it just, that is the difference. Another exhibit to demonstrate that point was the blocking at the net. Their blocks, those balls find a way in. And that is not an accident. Now Lee with a big time kill shot. And this time she had to go long and it might have gone out. Whitwer tried to play it and she couldn't handle it. Great point by Lee, but she had to adjust that shot. They can't go right over the net with their blocking ability by the Tigers. An adjustment needs to be made there. Now 17-10. Red Knights hanging on here late. Service in by Safford. Sailor Friedley near side. Lee with a chance. Blocked at the net. Chance for Delano. And it's in. What are you gonna do? That's just too good. Seriously. They were out of that point and then bang. Look at the top spin heat. You can see the curvature of the ball. The technique of that shot. Curved that ball right in. And now it goes out. And now Delano is widened their lead here in game 3 by 9. And number 9 is back to serve for the Tigers, Lucy Fobb. And that one goes long, a rare, and I mean rare, unforced error by the Tigers. Going forward, reading the sports section, I'm going to keep an eye on Delano to see how far they go after what I'm seeing tonight. Now the Red Knights trying to hang in there. Down 8, back to serve, number 20, Ellery Clark. Set, spike, saved by Safford. Nice play at the net by number 20, Clark with the left hand. Red Knights still in this one. Spike attempt by Sydney Friedley, blocked at the net. Once again by another block attempt, and that time it goes out. And the Red Knights get that point. But you can see my point is how good that Delano got that point? My fault. Oh, I thought it was in. Lee. Near side, blocked at the net, diving, saved by Safford. Almost gets trampled by Lee as she does her kill shot attempt. Ball still alive. Sydney Friedley gets the point on the kill shot. And the Red Knights are hanging in there, down by 8. They get the service game ball back. Now substituting in Waters for Lee, and she'll come in to serve, and that's a smart coaching decision. Waters has been very effective from the service line, and look at her determination. Love to see that. Great serve over the net. Chance, that serve prevented Delano from getting a great kill shot attempt. Now a chance by Sailor Friedley. Saved by who else in the back row? Whitwer, blocked at the net. Saved, got to get it over here. Sailor Friedley delivers the goods this time, and now the Red Knights are creeping in. They're still within 7 with 5 to go for Delano. And Sailor Friedley, you got to remember, she's just a freshman along with her sister. And now back, Waters pounding that ball. She served magnificently tonight. Kill shot attempt, save. They got to do something with it and cannot improvise on the fly. Gives the 21st point. Now substituting in for Delano, number 7, Cassie Wegman, also number 12. Coming in to serve, Lexi Champeau, the sophomore. Her team, 4 points from a 3-game sweep in this best-of-5 match. Jump serve in. Safford. Kill shot attempt by Friedley. Delano. I'm not saying anything because I just want those pictures to speak for themselves. Just great athleticism by Delano. They were out of that point and they saved it. Very athletic they are. Near side, Sailor Friedli goes deep. Set, bump, nice play at the net by Wozniak by the Red Knights. Now, Waters, good bump. Sailor Friedli gets an attempt. Whitwer there to answer in the back row for the Tigers. Now the kill shot attempt by number 10 was Pink. Kill shot, Whitwer answers again. She owns that back row and they couldn't save it all the way. But number 2 for Delano. Going to the hardwood all night long. Her team now down 3, Red Knights within 8. And they've almost got to play perfect again. Kill shot attempt by Kate Alberson. Raises the net, beats the defense, and brings the Tigers within 2. Checking in now for the Tigers, number 8, Julia Chapus. Into serve, trying to close it out. Set from the back row, high attempt, Sailor Friedli. Nice job by her keeping that in. That's a difficult shot. And Delano finds the soft spot in the middle, and they've arrived not only at game point, but match point. Looking to go 17-1. Their cheering section even louder than ever to close it out. Bump attempt, Friedli, and it's out. And that's the 25th point for the Delano Tigers. They sweep the Red Knights 3-0. 25-16, 25-22, 25-15. So for Paul Broden, our producer, Andrew, Cameron, and Leah, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again